Welcome to Robious Corridor Magazine's high school and college football wrap-up for the week of November 19th. Powhatan put up the first points of the night against the Hurricanes from Heritage. Playing in Newport News last Friday, West Livermont nailed a 34-yard field goal to get the Indians out of the blocks and into the playoff race. But Heritage quickly caught up with 3 touchdowns of their own in the first half. While Powhatan got it in gear in the second half, Heritage kept pace with them and matched the Indians score for score. Elijah Good reeled in a 5-yard touchdown pass to wrap up the year for the Powhatan as the number 13 Indians fell to the number 7 Heritage Hurricanes 41-23 in the 4A South first round. Look for Powhatan to advance more deeply into the playoffs next year. Page 2. University of Richmond Spider quarterback Michael Strauss had the finest game any quarterback has had in Richmond football history this past Saturday. He completed 35 of 46 passes for a school record 543 yards and 5 touchdowns. Richmond racked up 680 total yards of offense, the most in the 130-year history of Spider football. Richmond would need every one of those yards as well. The Spiders led for most of the game until the Delaware Blue Hens mounted a furious comeback late in the game to take the lead 43-39 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. It looked like another late-game loss for the Spiders, but not so fast, my friends. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is all the time Strauss would need to hit wide receiver Reggie Diggs on a quick slant for the game-winning touchdown. Richmond pulls the upset 46-43 over the nationally ranked Delaware Hens. The Spiders wrap up their 2013 season at home against number 16 William & Mary this Saturday. Do the Spiders have another upset in them? Why not? Our pick, Richmond. The Who's had last week off to get ready to face the Miami Hurricanes. What a difference a week makes. While the Cavaliers were gearing up for Miami, Miami fell to Duke. That's right, Duke, for Miami's 3rd loss in a row. In 3 weeks, the Canes have fallen from number 7 in the nation to completely out of the polls. If the Cavaliers are hungry, the Hurricanes are prime for the picking. The Who's have not lost 7 straight games since the 1981 season. It all comes down to who wants to eat and who wants to be eaten this weekend in Miami. Our pick? Miami. The Hokies have this week off. They'll probably spend most of it wondering how in the world they lost to the Maryland Terrapins in overtime last weekend. Tech rallied from a 14-point deficit to force overtime when it got a 5-yard touchdown pass from Logan Thomas to Willie Byrne with 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game. The Hokies had the ball 2 more times after that to score, but they went 3 and out on each possession. In overtime, the Hokies settled for a 31-yard field goal by Eric Christensen, a freshman walk-on. On Maryland's overtime possession, the Terrapins quarterback C.J. Brown rushed to his left, reached out, and touched the pylon for the touchdown. Final score, Maryland 27, Virginia Tech 24. The Hokies closed the regular season against in-state rival UVA in 2 weeks in Charlottesville. Our pick? We'll wait. Extra points never really seem important until you miss one. Randolph-Macon's John Bird scored on a 1-yard run in the first quarter, and the extra point was good to tie the game against Hampton-Sydney 7-7. Jacket running back Will McGee answered another Hampton-Sydney score by ripping off a 66-yard touchdown run, and the extra point was good. Macon took the lead with the Greg Petrovich 46-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Zach Nacarado, and the extra point was no good. McGee scored again after 2 more Tiger touchdowns, and with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the game. Macon had to go for 2 to tie the game. Macon fails on the 2-point conversion, and they fail on their bid to reach the National Division III playoffs. It all wasn't bad news, though. Macon's senior running back, Will McGee, broke school records for rushing and for rushing touchdowns in a single season, as Randolph-Macon dropped a 28-26 decision to Hampton-Sydney at Dave Field. Macon only loses 14 players to graduation, so look for this young Jacket team to make a lot of noise next year. Enjoyed this 13th week of football in the Robious Corridor. Thank you for listening. Thank you for reading Robious Corridor Magazine.